Hello students, good afternoon all of you. How are you? Hmm? Hope you are all well. In the last video, we have discussed about clauses, and at the end I stopped where I need to discuss about adverb clause. Okay, today in this video we will discuss in detail. Before that, let me revise what is clause and types of clauses. You know, clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. Otherwise, we call it as a sentence. But why we call it as a clause? Because the sentence is an independent. But the group of words in the sentence is combined with some other sentence. That means a sentence is a part of a full sentence, then it is called as a clause. So, usually a clause is a part of a sentence. Okay? And when two sentences together made one sentence, then one clause will be the subject, so other clause will be the verb. Okay, today before we go, let me explain you what is clause. I just told you know what is clause. Clause is nothing but a group of words with subject and a verb, and it is combined with some other sentence. Okay, there are two types of clauses. What are those two types? Independent clause, independent clause, so we are talking about clauses now. Independent clause, and second one is dependent clause. Independent clause and dependent clause. So what is independent clause? Independent clause is a supporting part of the main sentence. Okay, it it expresses a complete meaning. Independent means what? It is not depending on any other. It is independent. It has its own meaning. It has complete meaning by itself. But example I tell you. Suppose example I am writing here. Raju sang a song. Raju sang a song. So now this is clause, we observe that it is giving a complete meaning here. Okay, but in dependent clause it is not like that. Dependent clause is a supporting sentence anamata, supporting part of the sentence, and it cannot stand by itself as its meaning is incomplete. It is something doubtful. Okay, so for example I write here, this is the place where my brother studied. This is the place. Now this is a sentence, it gives meaning, some meaning. Okay, now I want to support this with some more point. This is the place. I want to tell you about the place. So where my brother studied. If I read this part separately, where my brother studied is not giving a complete meaning. When it is joined with this sentence, then it is giving a complete meaning. So this is called as a main clause or independent clause. Independent clause is also called as a main clause. And this part is called as a dependent clause or a subordinate clause. Dependent clause or a subordinate clause. Okay, so this is yesterday we discussed it in detail. Now, how these clauses are used in sentences? How these clauses are used in sentences? they can be used in variety roles they can play in a sentence. Just as a clause can act as a noun, as a adjective, an adjective, or as an adverb also. Three types. I told you yesterday. Clauses can be of three types. Okay, in three roles, three types, three roles it can be. It can be a noun clause, it can be an adjective clause, and it can be an adverb clause. All these three types. And first we discussed about the noun clause. What is a noun clause? A noun clause is a clause that plays the role of noun in the sentence. Okay, like other nouns. Like other nouns, we see that noun is a one word, a name of a word. It can be a subject, it can be a object, or it can be a complement. So like that, a group of words also play the role of noun here. Maybe a subject, maybe an object, or maybe a complement. For example, ask your child what he wants for dinner. Ask your child what he wants for dinner. Okay, here ask your child. Okay, ask your child. No, this is all. Ask subject, your child. Okay, object over. Now this is what he wants for dinner. This is the clause. Kata. This is the clause. And what he is asking to the child, what he wants for dinner. So this all play the role of a noun. So it is in the place of a complement, and it is playing the role of a noun in the sentence. Okay. And one more example I will tell you. A person who trusts no one. A person who trusts no one cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted. A person who trusts no one cannot be trusted. No. Who cannot be trusted? Can't be trusted. Very good. Who can't be trusted? A person who trusts no one. This is all together playing the role of subject. Subject and verb. Correct. So this all sentence, this clause playing the role of subject. So this is a noun clause. Okay. Now next second one is what? Adjective clause. In adjective clause, we think the adjective, we usually a word before a noun, a single word used before a noun to describe the quality of the person, or to qualify the noun is called as a noun, adjective. Okay. In the same way, a clause also used as an adjective in the form of adjective. A clause also can be used in the form of adjective. For example, I will write here. Here we should remember two things about adjective clause గురించి రెండు విషయాలు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఏంటంటే adjective clause is used just like an adjective only. Adjective అంటే ఎలాగా చూడండి, tall tree is a tall tree. What is tall tree? Tall is adjective. Okay. Sweet dish. What is sweet? Sweet is adjective. Just before, like this word, we use a phrase, we use a clause, just like to describe the noun. So for this we should remember two important points. These following points. What is that? First thing, it starts with a relative pronoun. It starts with relative pronouns. Like what? Relative pronouns like who, whom, where, who, whom, which, where, These are the relative pronouns with which this adjective clause starts. One. And second thing is it will tell us something about the noun only. It will tell about the noun only. In the there in which it did not specify anything except speaking about the noun. For example, I tell you here, the book which you recommended gave me a lot of knowledge. The book which you recommended, gave me knowledge. Okay, give me knowledge. The book which you recommended, the book gave me knowledge. The book gave me knowledge. Which book? Which book gave me knowledge? Which you recommended. So this is the adjective clause. This is speaking about the noun, the qualifying the quality of the noun, qualifying the book here, noun. So it is called as an adjective clause. Why we call it is a clause? Clause because it is a group of words which has a subject and a verb in it. So we call it as a clause only. And playing the role of adjective, so it is called as an adjective clause. Okay. So up to this yesterday we have understood. And third point we stopped. What is the third one is adverb clause. Adverb clause. What is adverb clause? A clause is a group of words which plays the role of an adverb. A group of words which play the role of an adverb is called as a adverb clause. Now, under this adverb clause, there are 7 types, 7 kinds. Just as in parts of speech, I reminded you about the kinds of adverbs. What are the kinds of adverbs? Adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of degree, adverb of place, adverb of concession. Okay, so this is different types of adverbs. Like that, clauses also are of different kinds. 7 kinds of adverb clauses. Now, what first one is in that one I will tell you with one example only I will write. Okay, so first one is adverb of time. Adverb of time. First. Now, what is an adverb of time? It states when something happens. Time అంటే ఎప్పుడు జరిగింది చెప్పేది లేదా ఎన్నిసార్లు జరిగిందో చెప్పేది అన్నమాట. So, adverb of time states when something happened, something done, or how often is something done. And this adverb of time often starts with one of these subordinating conjunctions. What are the subordinating conjunctions? Yesterday I discussed about the conjunctions. 2 types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions is nothing but which joins the 2 main clauses. If one main clause and 1 or 2 more subordinate clauses are joined together with a conjunction, such conjunctions are called as subordinating conjunctions. Okay, so once generally adverb of time will start with one of these subordinating conjunctions. What are those? Before, after, as long as, since, as soon as, so etc. So generally with these subordinating conjunctions, this adverb of time starts. Okay. Now, still some are there. No sooner than, when, until, no sooner than, until, while, until, no sooner than, when, while. So like this number of clause conjunctions are there with which it starts. I am writing one example. He reached after the sunset. He reached after the sunset. After the sunset. It is a clause. Yesterday I told you subordinating clause. What is subordinating clause? What is main clause? Main clause without conjunction. The part of sentence without conjunction is the main clause. With conjunction, that is a subordinating clause. So after the sunset is a subordinating clause here. Subordinating clause. Okay. Now he reached. Reached is a verb. Okay. When he reached after the sunset. After is a conjunction. It is a clause. So it is a adverb clause of time. Adverb clause of time. Okay. Is it clear? Now. Second one is adverb of place. What does it state? Telespoint manaki. What does the place states? It tells us where the action has taken place or where something has happened. Okay, it starts with a preposition. Starts with a. It starts with a preposition or one of these following subordinating conjunctions. Prepositions తోనే స్టార్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు లేదంటే ఇప్పుడు చెప్పే ఏదో ఒక కంజంక్షన్స్ తో కూడా ఇది స్టార్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ అంటే తెలుసా మీకు? వాట్ ఆర్ ప్రిపోజిషన్స్? ఇన్, ఆన్, అండర్, ఓవర్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ అన్నమాట. సో వితౌట్ అంతే కాకుండా ఈ కంజంక్షన్స్ తో కూడా స్టార్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఎలాంటి కంజంక్షన్స్ అంటే ప్లేస్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఎనీవేర్, ఎనీవేర్, ఎవ్రీవేర్, ఎవ్రీవేర్, ఆర్ వేరెవర్, వేరెవర్, ఇలాంటి కంజంక్షన్స్ తో ఈ adverb of clause స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. సో వన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ హియర్. Anywhere, I told you, it starts with one of these conjunctions. So anywhere she saw me, anywhere she saw me waiting, she ran towards me. She ran towards me. Now here, children, she ran towards me. We are talking about the place. Towards where she ran? ఎటువైపుకు పరిగెడుతుంది ఆవిడ? Towards where she ran అంటే ఎక్కడైతే నన్ను వెయిట్ చేస్తూ చూసిందో. Anywhere she saw me waiting. Anywhere is a conjunction. It is a clause. It is telling about toward the place of action. So it is a adverb clause of place. Clear? Now, third one is adverb of manner. Manner అంటే తెలుసు మీకు, హౌ యాక్షన్ ఇస్ డన్ లేదా హౌ సంథింగ్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెండ్ అది చెప్తుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, this clause tells us that how the thing is done. అది ఎలా జరిగిందో చెప్తుంది. అయితే it often starts with see one of the subordinating conjunctions like one of the subordinating conjunctions like 10 minutes more. Okay, one of the subordinating conjunctions like what kind of conjunctions, as, like, okay, like the way. So one of these subordinating conjunctions, this adverb of manner clause will start, and what it tells how the action is done. Okay, now here example I will tell you. He acts like it is a joke. Like it is a joke. Like it is a joke. Like is a conjunction, subordinate conjunction. It's a group of words, a clause, and it is the whole clause is speaking how he acts. How he acts like it is a joke. So this is adverb clause of a manner. Okay, next fourth one is adverb of degree. Adverb of a degree. You know, degree or comparison. For comparison we say up to what extent something is done, up to what degree something is done. Generally it offers a comparison, higher degree is there, no, higher or smaller, say, so that is called degree. So it generally offers a comparison. It states that what degree something is done, and an adverb of degree often starts with the following subordinate conjunctions. So every clause of adverb have certain specific conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions. Okay, so with what are the subordinate conjunctions? Generally adverb of degree starts with than. You know, comparison lo vastuntundi ekkuva than, as లేదంటే so as the రెండు సార్లు వస్తుంది అట్లా. ఓకే, నా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. he is as smart as he is tall. He is tall. As is a conjunction. As smart as he is tall. ఇదంతా కూడా క్లాజ్ లోకి వస్తుంది అన్నమాట. This is all come under clause. He is. What he is? His degree చెప్తుంది చూడండి. అనే యొక్క డిగ్రీ కంపారిజన్ లో డిగ్రీ చెప్తూ ఉంది. కంపారిజన్ ఏంటి? స్మార్ట్, టాల్. కంపారిజన్, కంపారిటివ్ వర్డ్స్. So as is the conjunction and it is speaking about the degree, so it is a adverb clause of degree. Okay, alage Nile is longer than river Ganga. The Nile river is longer than river Ganga. Than river Ganga. Okay, than comparison, degree. Okay, than river Ganga is a adverb of degree, adverb clause of degree. Okay, now fifth one is adverb of condition. Adverb of condition. Condition is it states that condition for the main idea to come into the effect. The condition about the మెయిన్ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ ద సెంటెన్స్ టు కమ్ ఇన్ టు ద ఎఫెక్ట్. ఇలా జరిగితే ఇలా అవుతుంది అని కండిషన్కి రిజల్ట్ చెప్తుంది, రిజల్ట్కి ఇది కండిషన్ పెడుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో మెయిన్ ఐడియాకి ఇది కండిషన్ చెప్తుంది. ఎట్లాగా? జనరల్లీ ఇది బిగిన్స్ విత్ సబార్డినేట్ కంజంక్షన్స్ లైక్ ఇఫ్ ఆర్ unless. If or unless. This adverb of condition starts with the subordinate conjunctions. Suppose if it rains, example if it rains, వర్షం పడితే కనుక ఏమవుతుంది? We will stay at home. We will stay at home. We will stay at home. If it rains, we will stay at home. If it rains, if is what? Subordinate conjunction. If it rains, it is a clause because subject and verb. అంటే ఇదేంటిది? subordinating clause and putting a condition. So it is రిజల్ట్ చెప్తుంది, వెర్బల్ చెప్తుంది. స్టే ఎందుకు లేకుంటారు మీరు? వర్షం పడుతుంది కాబట్టి, పడితే ఒకవేళ ఇంట్లో ఉంటాను. సో adverb of clause of condition. ఓకే, adverb clause of condition. నెక్స్ట్ 6th one is concession. Concession అంటే adverb of concession. CESSION. Concession. Okay. It states, an adverb of concession states what? It offers a statement. It offers a statement which contrasts the main idea of the sentence. Sentence యొక్క మెయిన్ ఐడియాకి ఇది కాంట్రాస్ట్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. కాంట్రాస్ట్ అవడం అంటే దానితో ఇది కోయిన్సైడ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. కాంట్రాస్ట్ అవడం అంటే ఓకే, భిన్నం కాదు, కాంట్రాస్ట్ అవ్వడం. ఓకే, అవుతుంది. జనరల్గా దేంతో మొదలవుతుంది అంటే సబార్డినేట్ కంజంక్షన్స్ దో, ఆల్దో. ఓకే, దో, ఆల్దో, వైల్, వేరాజ్, సో ఇలాంటి these are the subordinate conjunctions with which this adverb of concession starts. This adverb of concession, what it does, it offers a statement. ఇది ఎలాంటి స్టేట్మెంట్ అంటే which contrast with the main idea of the sentence. ఎలాగా? ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూడండి. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, though he is poor, he always neatly dressed. చూడండి, though is a conjunction. Though he is poor, ఇదంతా కలిపి ఏంటిది? subordinate conjunction and subordinate clause, subject verb. Okay, subordinate clause. And the subordinate clause is stating is a contrary statement, a contrasting statement. దేనికి? he always neatly dressed. అతను ఎప్పుడు నీట్గా డ్రెస్ వేసుకుని ఉంటాడు. ఏమిటి దాంట్లో కాంట్రాస్ట్ అంటే అతను పేదవాడైనప్పటికీ కూడా నీట్గా డ్రెస్ చేసుకుంటాడు, పేదవాడైనప్పటికీ కూడా. సో అలాంటి కాంట్రాస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఇస్తుంది అన్నమాట ఇది. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై ఇట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ an adverb clause of concession. Okay, and the last 7th one is the 7th one and the last one is adverb of reason. Adverb of reason. Very simple. Reason, it states the reason. This clause states the reason for the main idea. And what is the conjunctions, the subordinate conjunction with which it starts? And very simple, because, as, since. ఇలాంటి కంజంక్షన్స్ తో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. రీజన్ చెప్తుంది, రీజన్ చెప్పేటువంటిది. It just gives a statement of states a reason for the main idea of the sentence. Example చెప్తాను చూడండి. He thinks he can get anything. He thinks
he can get anything. He thinks he can get anything. Anything. Because he is rich. Because he is rich. ఇది conjunction. Okay, conjunction తో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇది clause. So this clause is showing a reason for what? What is the reason? The reason is showing for the main idea of the sentence. So it is called as an adverb of reason, adverb clause of reason. So that's all for the adverb clauses and all the types. I hope you understand. In all these two videos, I have explained in detail about the clauses and the and other types of clauses. And if you want anything note down, you can pause the video and you can note down from the board, because I am writing everything on the board in detail. Okay, thank you.